All right, so this is your product rule. So if you want to find the derivatives first, you can find the derivative of the first one, negative 16x cubed. So this would be like your f prime, and this would be your f. And then you can find the derivative of the second, so that would be 2x. That would be like your g prime, that would be your g. And then you just put it together. The derivative of the first, that's negative 16x cubed, times the second, that's just x squared minus 4, plus the first one, the way it is, negative 4x to the fourth plus 4, derivative of the second, which is 2x. And then you're going to distribute and simplify. So negative 16x to the fifth plus 64x cubed minus 8x to the fifth plus 8x. You're going to simplify here. Negative 16 and negative 8 give you negative 24x to the fifth plus 64x cubed plus 8x. And that would be your answer.
Okay.
So for quotient rule, it looks very similar. You're going to take the derivative of the top times the bottom minus the top derivative of the bottom over the bottom squared. All right. So again, you can figure out what those are. So if this is my f, then my f prime would be 15x cubed. If this is my g, then my g prime would be 3x squared. And so I'm going to do what I did on the top, but it's just a little bit different formula.
15, and then
All right, but this should be 2. That's a 2. All right, so then we're going to say derivative of the top, which is 15x squared, times the bottom, x cubed minus 5, minus the top the way it is, 5x cubed minus 1, derivative of the bottom, 3x squared, all over the bottom squared, x cubed minus 5 squared. And then we're going to distribute and simplify. So if I distribute here, I get 15x to the fifth minus 75x squared minus 15x to the fifth plus 3x squared, all over this right here. Combine like terms, 15x to the fifth, negative 15x to the fifth cancel. Negative 75 and positive 3 give me negative 72x squared. On your answer key, they actually distributed here, but you don't have to. You can leave it just like this, x cubed minus 5 squared.
I might end up just
Yeah, if you do that, it's just going to end up being a perfect square trinomial. The only time this helps you is if there's something you could simplify, like say this had been a 2x cubed, and then you could actually potentially take a number out, like if these were both even or something. But if you do it, you're going to get this. So with integration, the first thing you look at is it indefinite or definite? Indefinite means you don't have a top and bottom. Definite means you do. So indefinite, you're going to get a new function plus c. Definite, you're going to get a number. All right, so for this one, remember you add 1 to your exponent. So your new exponent is going to be negative 18x to the sixth over your new exponent, which is 6, plus 2x squared over that 2, plus 3x, plus c. Simplify these, negative 18 and 6 give you negative 3. 2 and 2, of course, give you 1. And then you are finished. You always find your new exponent and then divide by it. Because remember, you were multiplying and subtracting. Now you're adding and dividing. So add 1 to your exponent and divide. Add 1 to your exponent and divide. Add 1 to your exponent, it's 1, so I didn't put it over 1, but you are dividing there too. So that would be indefinite. That's why I have that plus C. Definite, I'm going to do the same exact thing, but I'm going to fill in my numbers. So x squared becomes x cubed over 3. 6x becomes 6x squared over 2, and 8 becomes 8x. I do not need my C because I have actual numbers here. You do want to simplify because it's going to be easier. So I am going to simplify these before I plug these in. But then you're just going to plug them in. I have negative 1 cubed over 3 plus 3 negative 1 squared plus 8 times negative 1. Then from that, I'm going to subtract negative 5 cubed over 3 plus 3 negative 5 squared plus 8 times negative 5. And then just simplify those. So this becomes negative 1/3 plus 3 minus 8 minus negative 125, 3 plus 75 minus 40. And I think they actually got common denominators here and made it into fractions. So that's 9. That's 24. Go ahead and subtract those.
So you made a common denominator on the left side, and then you made a common denominator on the right side.
Mm-hmm. Yep. What is that, 16?
So you can't do 3 minus 8 and then add it to the negative 1/3?
Yeah, you can.
To find a common denominator and then subtract it to
Right.
the other side?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what I'll do then. Hey Chris,
Yes.
it's
20 over 3 equals
so P eliminated.